Traders, it's BA here with your nightly trading tops and bottoms report. Tonight's Sunday, October 14th, 2018, and this report is for trading day for Monday, October 15th, 2018. So this is members only video. What we cover here in the video, just to recap, is I track 14 stocks that I apply my daily setups to, the automated signals, to show you how I trade those. 14 is plenty to generate very good returns throughout the year. We also cover the 4 stock market indices: the SPY, the QQQ, the Diamond, DIA, IWM. We cover the bond market, TLT, and gold market, GLD. So if there's any stocks that you would like for me to track, start picking up, just send me an email, drop me a line, and I'll add that to my list of 14 so that we can start covering that. So on the slide right here on the chart that you're able to see, what I have up is a daily chart, and I have my short-term top and bottom picker, in view mode. So what we have is, anytime it thinks it's latched onto a top, it'll paint automatically a red arrow there. And then when it thinks it's latched onto a bottom, it'll paint a green arrow on the upside. So that's all that is. And then in the lower pane, it's the indicator that's based on these arrows, but it also provides us some different information as well. So as we go through that, I'll highlight that. So without any further ado, let's get started for tomorrow and see what we have shaping up. All right, we're going to start off with the stock market indices and the SPY. So right now the SPY is it's in a position. I call it the double zone position because if you look here, we've got the curve, the magenta line, and the light gray line all below these. These are, trust me when I tell you, they're critical areas. Markets turn in these areas. It's not, we can't get to the day, but we know that we need to be looking for long trades once they get in there. And there's just a whole host of other reasons to be looking for long trades right now. So what would be perfect, even though I'm looking for long trades, what would be perfect is if we saw some more down action in the S&P come tomorrow, maybe tomorrow morning. All right, but right now, what we have in the S&P is daily chart here, hourly chart up here with my trend paint bars. Everything is red, so it's down. We're in a downtrend on the hourly time frame. Here we have the 15-minute chart with the paint bars, trend paint bars on there. So anytime it's green, the trend is up. Red, the trend is down. And we have the VWAP plotted on here in this magenta line, and also a moving average. That's crucial to entry and exits. All right, so that's the setup. Guys, nothing else really to say about the SPY. Let's take a look at the QQQ. We're going through these. So we have a buy signal in the Qs. Now, let me just caution you, when we get a buy signal, it doesn't mean that the market's going straight up. What I like to see, and when I get buys or sells, is for this market to waffle around a lot. I don't like to get a buy signal and then go straight in that direction. I end up chasing it. But right now what we have is we have a buy in the NASDAQ. So I will be looking for buys in tech stocks. I'll show you some stocks that we'll be looking at. If you were interested in the Q, I have posted entry technique number 2 on the website. Go back and review that. You'll see here low on the hourly, rally, comes back down, higher low, goes back up. On the 15-minute chart, you can see the low here. The rally back up. It turns green on the paint bars. Back down. A red area there. It's a higher red than this one. And then we turn green again. If you were interested in playing the Qs, I would put a buy order in at 174.33. All right. IWM. We're thinking the IWM's been beaten so much, I want to take a shot at that one. Same thing here. If you look, we've got, let me direct your attention back over to the daily chart though. We have something new here that maybe you haven't seen before, and that is these yellow triangles. That's saying that I have a multitude of indicators built into this one setup right here. So these yellow triangles are telling us that this thing is very, very overextended. No matter what happens, look for buy signals. So that's what we're doing right now. However, you can see that I have my buy signal set way up here at 155.81. We have a low right now. We've got a slight rally. This pattern has not formed out well enough for me to make a closer buy entry, so I need to see it form up just a little bit more. However, if it comes and takes this swing high out on the hourly, I'll take a shot at the IWM. You can see on the 15-minute here, we've made this low. We're starting to rally up, but what I want to see is another rally, another pullback, a higher low, and then we take off again. That's what I want to see. It's what I'm waiting for. All right, but IWM 155.81 in case we get there. Let's look at the Dow, the diamonds. Really, the diamonds are in just about the same position the S&P is in. So no difference there. No trade. I prefer to concentrate on the QQQ or IWM rather than the diamond or the SPY for this setup right here. Let's take a look at the bond market. Okay, bonds, TLTs. I tried to get long in bonds back here off of this low. I missed it. It went right through my alert. I didn't get alerted. I put the alert in. I don't know what happened, but I did not get it. And of course, you can see we would have had a clear double on this one right here. That would have been a great trade. So, you know, we got a buy entry there. It gave me another chance over here to get in. And I'll be honest with you guys, that was a trader's mistake. I completely missed that, but that was a great buy. So you still would have gotten probably a good double out of that trade. No other trades right now. However, if you are pressing it, if you have a long inclination into bonds and think they're going higher, you know, you want to see it take out this swing high right here. So that'd be about 115.08. 115.08 would be the buy point I would make on the bond market. Guys, we got a real nice trade in gold. I got long in gold back over here in the futures market and held it through all of this and closed it out actually within, it was within 30 cents of the high gold made that day right there. So I closed that position out for about 100% gain in the futures market. Really nice trade. Nothing right now that I want to look at in gold. However, if you have an inclination, a good buy on gold would be at that about 115.99, 116, somewhere in that range right there. That would be a good buy point in gold. So essentially, guys, if I were sitting here in the monitor watching this date as the trading day unfolds, I would take another shot at gold on the 15-minute chart as soon as it turned green. As soon as my trend indicators turn green. It's another technique I use when I'm trading in front of the monitor if I'm bullish, and I call it green, red, green. If I'm bearish, it's red, green, red. But more about that later. So there we go for the gold market. Okay, let's take a look at a couple of stocks. All right, first thing up is TQQQ. It's a favorite of one of our traders here, so he likes to trade this one quite a bit. This one, if you will notice, looks a whole lot like QQQ. So it's just a highly leveraged product with fairly liquid options on it. So we want to take a stab at this one at 58.46. You can see here the pattern. Guys, the same pattern I follow all the time. It's a very mechanical entry. The setup is we have a buy here on the short-term bottom indicator telling us that this thing is, let's trade it from the long side no matter what happens. We could see a pullback tomorrow, which would be better, and then we continue looking for the buy setups on the hourly and the 15-minute. That's the game. That's the game we're looking for. But at 58.46, I'm going to take a shot. Anytime you take a shot on these stocks, guys, I'm not convinced that we're out of the woods yet on the down move for this first leg. Your exits will always be, if you take a shot, you're going to be buying above this VWAP. Trust me when I tell you, you will if you follow my instructions. If you exit, if the trade's not going in your way, what we are looking at is we are looking for a runner right here. We're looking to catch this thing off the bottom and light a fire. We will have a violent rally off the bottom. So what we want to do is catch that. If it's not, if our timing's a little off, hey, just exit the trade when it closes on the 15-minute chart below the VWAP in this line. If you can't monitor the VWAP during the day, then you want to out if it closes down below this low right here. Just set you an alert at that low. That's it right there. And just give yourself a buffer zone. You don't have to get right on it, but come down a little bit, set your alert right there, that if it triggers it and it hits that alert right there, just close that trade out. Take your small loss and we'll recock and reload. That's it. Don't be afraid of taking a position. Be afraid of yourself if you can't close out a losing trade. That's ludicrous. All right, so next trade up is Facebook. Facebook, same thing. We're on a buy. You see how this buy over here, it goes up, it comes down. Hey, just keep looking for the buys in this thing. Also, Facebook has the yellow triangle saying it's way overextended. So we definitely want to be looking for buys in Facebook. Facebook at 157.08. That's what we're looking at for Facebook. All right, Nvidia. Nvidia is forming a nice pattern on the hourly, 1 hour. It's been driven way down. There's reasons on other setups I have to look for a buy in Nvidia at 250.34. That's 250.34. We want to look at buying Nvidia. Amazon. It is on a current. It's a buy right now according to the top and bottom picture. So at 1811.90 on Amazon, 1811.90, edge to the bulls. All right, so you see, I'm not going to go over this pattern all the time, but it's the same one. A low on the hourly, a rally up, come down, higher low, starts moving back higher again. You can see the same thing play out on the 15-minute, time and time and time again. That's what we're looking for. It's what we're all about. All right, let's move to Apple. Apple has been pretty dang strong in face of all of this down move right here. So Apple on at 222.51 is a buy. 222.51. Netflix is on a buy in our short-term top and bottom picker. Look at the pattern. Low, high, pullback, rallying up. 342.74. 342.74 is edge to the bulls. Boeing. I don't really have anything on Boeing right now. I'm not confident enough that this one has seen all of the downside action yet. So we're going to pass on Boeing. Nothing on my models tells me to jump in there. All right, Activision. Really, really strong rally up on a signal from our bottom picker saying it's time to move. So low is here, strong rally up. We pull back. And we're looking to get in at 78.91 on Activision. 78.91. Square. We're going to hold on Square. That's a really nice pattern right there. This thing could explode. It's in a position. I want to see a signal first from my bottom picker on this thing. So we're probably within a day of getting a signal on Square. McDonald's. No action yet. Nothing's formed up on it. X, U.S. Steel, forming nicely. We got a buy indicator here at the lows, so we need to be looking for buys. You can see the hourly chart right here. We made the low. We rallied up enough to trigger. Guys, this is another indicator I have just to confirm the bull move. Rallied up enough to trigger the trend indicator here, which leads the green bars. So 15-minute rally, low, rally up, back down, trying to come up again. I want to see U.S. Steel really push up before we take a position in that one. So that would be 29.09 and U.S. Steel to buy calls. All right, American Airline. This one is really showing us it's overextended right here, but the pattern has just not formed yet. So I think this one's going to be really good. Once it forms for us, we need to watch it closely. So you can see here we had a low on the hourly. Very weak rally. However, it did trigger the early trend indicator. Pull back, and we're right on a double bottom again. I don't particularly like the double bottoms. I feel much more confident in a rally up, pull back, and then a zip higher. So we've got plenty of room on American Airlines here. We're going to hold on that one. All right, Roku. We had Roku nailed the other day, but it just got away from us. We're on a buy signal in our short-term top and bottom picker. So we have all of the characteristics there. The 1 hour low, really rally up, pull back, and now it's starting to look like it wants to go back higher again. So at 62.37, we want to be buying calls in Roku. All right, Tesla is very compelling right now. We're on a buy signal down here. We also have the yellow square. So Tesla is a buy above 261.50. Above 261.50, edge to the bulls on Tesla. All right, guys, that's it for the report for Monday. Stay tuned. I'll give you any updates, any positions I take on Monday if we get the impending rally. I will keep you updated on what I'm playing, what I'm buying. I will not take a position in all of these. I present them to show you that, if the markets are moving, I may get 3 of these off. Get good trades on them, maybe more, we don't know. Anyway, have a very nice trading day. This is BA signing off.